What is going on, you beautiful people? Welcome to the national forest named after our first president. I am here camping. It is awesome. It is my first time camping since the time change, and I got here and I still have a couple hours of daylight left. I've only been here twice before to this area. I know where I want to stay. We'll see what's going on. Find a site for tonight and get set up. So far things are not going quite as planned, but that is okay. We have a lot of daylight left. The site I wanted to stay at, I'm not even sure if it was taken, but I think there's a lot of hunters and fishers around here right now. So I think there are people just parked at it, and all the other first kind of sites were basically taken, besides a couple little ones. There were some little ones that I probably could have stayed at, and we'll see if it was a mistake passing them or not, because I might have to go back down. But yeah, now I have to go pretty far up to the next site that I have marked. I made it to a point where I had a bunch of other sites marked. So I was starting to go down that road and it's closed. So don't know why, but that puts a damper on things. I think I'm gonna go up another way. It's gonna put me on the top of the mountain, which is gonna be probably very, very cold. Let's back up and see if I can't find that one. Sucks because this campsite is so cool, but I mean, I knew it before I got here. It is just too windy. It was kind of windy down there. So with the road closure, there was another road closed on my way up here too. So I'm gonna end up going back to one of those little sites I passed on the way in. I think it'll have to be less windy. It can't be more windy than this. I couldn't even film this outside because of the wind, and I was freezing just setting up the camera up for those shots. So camping here just wouldn't be a smart idea. So let's go back down, and hopefully one of those little spots by the river we can make home for the night. Okay, so I think we found home for the night. All right, so the first thing I want to do is give credit to this High-Mal spare tire bag, because the wood wasn't great. It kind of had mold in it. I was scared to put it in my car basically. So I filled this bag with way more wood than I probably should have. It did good when I went to work this morning, so I figured it could do good on the trip, and it did. So yeah, the tire carrier and the tire, I know that extra weight had to be stressing it a little bit, and I'm not gonna ever do it again. It was a one-time deal, but it did a very, very good job today. I'll leave a link in the description. I will leave it a link just because it's been doing well so far. Here comes the hard part, or the funny part, depending if a gust of wind comes by. So let's try to get this up before that happens. Good morning from inside the sleeping bag. It is quite cold, but I think the sun's finally coming out, so let's pop our head out of here. Guys, getting out of that sleeping bag is no fun. I'll probably pop back in there, but yeah, it's morning time. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but it is cold. I got this 20-degree sleeping bag. I've never used it before, so I wanted to take it out, and I think we are pushing its limits on this trip. I probably should have brought the 0-degree, but I got this new sleeping bag that I'm trying out, and I also have a fan for the buddy heater that I'm kind of testing out too, that we tried out a little yesterday. That was pretty interesting. I mean, it works, but you know, it still has some drawbacks to it as well. But yeah, the sleeping bag worked pretty well. I mean, I went to sleep pretty good last night, and then didn't wake up till a little after 4 in the morning. Then couldn't really get back to sleep. But yeah, it was cold, and then the sun just started popping up at around 7 o'clock, so that's what I was waiting for. But first things first, let's get warmed up. Alright, the sun is out, so it is time to go for the early morning warm-up walk. should have set my tent up here. The sun is really doing its job. I saw this trail last night and I was debating if I was going to drive or walk up it, but very soon after you start walking you realize there's a lot of downed trees, so driving up it is not an option. So we'll walk up it a little bit. I also want to take a second while the sun is so awesomely glistening off my head to just stop and thank you all for following. Thank you for all the new followers for following. Believe it or not, with about 90% of my trips being solo, I'm not the most social guy, so I oftentimes forget to do the social aspects of this, and thank you guys for watching and all those things. But some of you are now reaching out to me through Instagram, and I'm having a lot of fun like talking to all you guys and talking about campsites and sharing campsites and camp tricks and all those little things. So like, that is cool. I'm glad I'm able to help some of you guys out with spots that you're asking about. Like, it's awesome. This is exactly what I wanted this channel to be. Is if you're new, sweet, because I want to help you get out and go camping, gain the confidence, find places, especially if you're in the Virginia area. And if not, then maybe at least it's entertaining. You can watch me mess up, or I don't know, things like that. So thank you, all you new guys. Thank you for everybody that's been watching so far. I have a couple more videos on reviewing the things that I've been using and just kind of making things. So, but yeah, just thank you all for watching. Let me know what you like. Don't be afraid to talk to me. And yeah, I think that's it. This trail is nice, but I think I'm gonna call it quits on it for now. Well, it's funny because I certainly didn't need any of the tent stakes an hour after the tent was set up. It didn't get super windy or anything last night. It was just really, while I was setting the tent up, the wind was crazy, trying to blow everything away. But that's okay because I got to practice setting the tent up in the wind. But taking it down today should be a lot easier. I'm not in a rush to leave because I want people to kind of get off the mountain. I know some people will still be coming in to fish and all that stuff. But I kind of want to see what campsites are open as I drive up, just in case I don't find anything or it's real windy and cold up there. I'll probably have to come back down here again to stay. But let's get the tent taken down, so when I want to go, I can. All right, camp is all broken down and it's time for me to explore this mountain a little bit, but that is gonna do it for this episode. Tune in for part 2 to see if I find anything cool or freeze to death or anything like that. But thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I am always here, and I will see you next time.